Hi everyone, welcome and thank you so much for joining. My name is Nicole and I am a digital skills trainer with Extend based in Cape Town, South Africa. Today, we will have an overview look at how you can create a digital marketing plan. On our agenda today, we'll provide an introduction to digital marketing and why it's so useful for business. Then we'll move on to how you can devise your very own digital marketing plan. And finally, we'll end off with some top tips for harnessing the power of digital advertising. In our first section, we'll provide an introduction to digital marketing. So, what is digital marketing? Well, digital marketing concentrates on using the wide range of online tools and technologies available, but the focus should always be on understanding human behavior. Marketers face new challenges in the digital marketplace, but they also have the opportunity to create personalized, relevant communications and content to develop deep relationships with customers based on ongoing interactions. Mobile has changed the way we behave. Mobile, in particular, is changing how we act and behave as humans. We have never been more connected to information, knowledge, and people. We have the answer to pretty much any question at our fingertips. We also have the power to do our own product research online. So, what opportunities might arise from connecting with customers online? Well, these include increased reach, global access 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can learn about your customers, conduct consumer or market research, and keep up with customer demands and trends within your market. And finally, you can communicate and support. Improve your customer services with greater flexibility. Communicate with your customers and get their feedback on your business. So, now let's take a look at some key channels to consider for digital marketing. Well, the first is SEO. That is search engine optimization. That means optimizing your website so it shows up more often in search engine results. Search engine marketing. Paying for advertising to appear in search engines. Social media marketing. Using social networks to gain traffic, attention, and reach new people. Display marketing. That is online advertising in many different formats on many websites across the internet. Email marketing, collecting and using email addresses to communicate with users. And finally, content marketing, creating and sharing different types of content such as blog posts, videos, guides, infographics. These are all to attract attention and to drive traffic. So now let's move on to our second section, which is building your digital marketing plan. I hope you guys have your pen and paper ready to jot down some notes. So these are the 6 steps to building a digital marketing plan. Step 1, your business goals and objectives. Step 2, budget and resources. Step 3, your audience. Step 4, decide what channels to use. Step 5, plan your activity. And finally, step 6, you need to measure using the SMART method. So let's take a look at business goals and objectives. Successful businesses are based on both goals and objectives. You need to clarify the purpose of your business and identify the necessary actions. Goals are general statements of desired achievement, while your objectives are the specific steps or the actions you take to reach your goal. So here we have an example. Mondli is a hairdresser and his business goals are to get more customers through his door and make people in his local area know his business exists. So let's take a look at some examples of online objectives. Here's a few examples of online objectives Monty could have to reach his business goals. Increase traffic to his website, increase online sales, increase social media page or likes or follows, increase online reach and awareness. As mentioned, your online objectives are how you reach your business goals, so they should align with each other naturally. So if your business goal is to make more people aware you exist, then your online objective would be to increase online reach and awareness. If your business goal is to sell more products, then your online objective would then be to increase website sales. Now let's take a look at step 2, which is your budget and resources. So you need to consider what is possible with what you have. You need to give yourself an honest statement about your challenges. In Montli's case, Montli says he doesn't have a website, as it's too much of an investment right now. Let's take a look at step 3, which is your audience. You need to think about who your target audience are. In Montli's case, he's targeting females in his local area, and his most valuable customers are females above the age of 30 years old. They normally have children and work part-time, and most of them use Facebook. Now let's move on to marketing channels. Not all marketing channels will suit your business goals, so you need to consider which channels work best for you, and you can do this by using your online objectives. So if your online objective is to increase online reach and awareness, then you would use display, social media, and content marketing as your channels. If your online objective is to increase customer loyalty, then you'll use social media, email marketing, and content marketing. Now let's move on to planning your activity. So in our example, Monty says his online objectives are to reach more people in his local area and get more returning customers. He doesn't have a website yet, as it's too much of an investment right now, and he wants to know how he could possibly use digital to help him. So, here is how we could approach his challenge strategically. He can list his business on Google My Business and create a free website. He can set up a Facebook page, collect reviews, and post pictures of customer hairstyles. He can also use Facebook advertising to target people within his local area with an offering to attract new customers. And last but not least, you need to measure using the SMART method. Now, SMART objectives help us to set goals that we are more likely to succeed in and achieve. So instead of plucking ideas out of thin air, SMART acronym gives us more structure. The S stands for specific, the M stands for measurable, the A stands for achievable, the R stands for realistic, and the T stands for time bound. So now that we know what SMART goals are, let's try setting one. So setting SMART objectives help you measure the success of your activity. Let's look at our broad objective first, and that is to increase online sales. So our SMART objective would be to increase online sales by 20% within 3 months. If your broad objective is to increase brand awareness, then your SMART objective could be to increase brand awareness on Facebook by growing your audience with new people by 40%. Now let's run through a digital marketing plan for Mondli. His business goal is to reach more people within his local area and get more customers through his store. His audience are female, 39 to 45 in age, within his local area, as well as past customers. The channel that he will be using will be Facebook as well as local SEO. The activity would be to build a website and boost visibility on Google, as well as to use Facebook advertising to target people within his local area. His online objective would be to increase online reach, as well as increase returning customers. And finally, his SMART objective would be to increase Facebook page likes from new people by 50% within the next month, as well as to increase bookings from past customers 20% within the next quarter. Now let's move on to our last section, which is harnessing the power of digital advertising. So getting started with search engine marketing. This is the search engine results page that we have. And in the yellow box, we've got the search query. This is the first thing you'll notice. This is what someone typed into Google. In the blue box, you'll see paid text and shopping ads. Ads are paid listings that appear above the organic listings. An organic listing you can see within the green box, which is sites that appear after ads, and these have been optimized to appear at the top of the search. Now let's move on to a process you can use for search engine marketing. First, you need to understand your customers. You need to find keywords, create ad copy, and finally, you need to put it all together. Now, this might sound intimidating, but it's really simple, and we're going to take you through each step. But before we do that, let's take a look at search engine marketing versus search engine optimization. What is the difference? Well, with search engine marketing, you pay for search listings. You bid on keywords. You can get onto the first page straight away. Whereas with search engine optimization, search listings are free. You optimize keywords, and this can take time to rank on the first page of Google. Now, how to get started with search engine optimization? First, you need to sign up for Search Console. submit your content to Google. You need to monitor how you're doing in the search, send alerts on critical issues. Then you need to help Google find your content, and you can do so by submitting a sitemap. Promote your site on and offline. You can share new content as well. Help Google and users understand your content by creating unique and accurate page titles. Create good titles and snippets. Use headings, tags to emphasize important text. Now let's touch on some tips for SEO success. There is no shortcut for search engine optimization. You need to run keyword research, publish useful, high quality content, understand your customers and optimize your content to suit their needs. You need to make web pages search friendly. That includes on page optimization or changes you can make on your website's individual pages. And these can quickly help search engines better understand your content. So let's move on to display ads. Display ads are typically visual content that are displayed on a variety of publishers' sites. These include posters or flyers, but just digital. Display ads come in all shapes and sizes. So you may ask yourself now, how is display advertising different from search advertising? Well, let's take a look. There's a big difference, as display ads might be seen almost anywhere on the internet, but search ads will be limited to search engines like Google and will be the text links, not image ads. So with search advertising, it's mostly focused around matching ads to user search queries on search engines like Google, whereas display ads are focused around serving ads across different websites such as news, blogs, and local websites. So now we'll run through the process for display advertising. Again, you need to understand your customers. You need to find placement ideas. You need to create your ad creative copy. And finally, you need to put it all together. So what is social advertising? You might already have a presence on these platforms, but advertising allows you to find those hard to reach potential customers. Now, why should we use social advertising? Well, social media advertising allows you to target and retarget ideal consumers. With sophisticated targeting capabilities, social media platforms like Facebook help you target your ideal buyers, which allows you to drive more relevant traffic to your site. Now let's look at the differences between organic and paid social media. With organic social media, views and actions or clicks from posts are free. Content appears on your business profile and in people's news feeds. But with paid social media, you pay for your views, actions, or clicks from posts or ads. And your ad can appear in more places. Here's a process you can use to set up social media advertising. First, you need to choose your objective. Second, you need to choose your audience. Third, you need to create your ad copy. And finally, you need to set your budget. So, what are your next steps? What is the one thing you will do or change following this session? What will you implement first? To learn more, you can check out learndigital.withgoogle.com/digital skills /courses. You can also follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Google Digital Skills Africa. If you found this helpful and you do want to learn more, please do check out our full video in which we cover each section in more detail. Well, thanks again for joining me, guys. That's it from me, and I do hope to see you in the full session.